Empress Violet leaned forward on her throne, her iridescent scales catching the chamber's glow lights. "Attaché Mercer," she said, voice slicing the silence. "Do you stand unattached before this court? No mate claim binds you?" Eli Mercer froze mid-bow. The entire court of the Soren Empire held its breath. Hundreds of alien eyes, slitted, multifaceted, unblinking, locked on him. Protocol forbade personal queries in open session. This question skirted treasonous ground, implying imperial interest. He straightened, pulse steady. Diplomats thrived on minefields. "Your radiance," Eli said, clear and even. "I am unattached. No commitments hold me." Gasps rippled through the ranks. Chancellor Heshka's frilled crest flared in outrage. Lady Irixa clutched her data slate, scales paling. Captain Ruo Selzen's hand twitched toward her sidearm. Valeth's lips curved, a rare human-like smile on her angular face. "Noted." She waved a clawed hand. "Clear the chamber."
Attaché Mercer remains.
"We conduct a private cultural interview."
Ministers erupted!
Heshka surged forward. "Radiance, this breaches Edict 47R. Personal disclosures demand review." Silence. Violet's tone dropped an octave, commanding obedience. "My order stands." Heshka bowed stiffly, eyes promising retribution. Lady Irixa shot Eli a frantic glance, half warning, half plea, before hurting the exodus. Ruo Selden lingered, scanning for threats, then nodded to Vileth and departed. The vast throne room emptied. Echoes faded. Only Eli and the Empress remained, her guards posted at sealed doors. Valeth rose, towering a foot over him, her form sleek and predatory. Flowing robes, parted to reveal armored scales beneath. Human directness intrigues. "Sit." Eli took the offered cushion, knees protesting the endless court formalities. She settled opposite, closer than protocol allowed. Her scent ozone and spice filled his space. "Your answer disrupts," she said. "Declaring unattached in court signals availability." To the throne.
Eli blinked. Cultural trap sprung.
"I meant no offense." Humans state facts plainly. No hidden intent. Her eyes gleamed, pupils dilating. "Plainly, yes. Tell me of human mating rights. Ours demand lineage audits, alliance pacts. Yours?" He chose words carefully, simpler. Mutual choice, conversations, gestures of trust. Gestures? She tilted her head, fascinated. Before he could elaborate, the doors hissed. Lady Irixa burst in, Hasheshka and Ruo Seln flanking her. "Radiance, protocol demands termination after 12.7 units. The interview ends." Valeth's crest flattened in irritation. "I decreed otherwise." Heshka thrust forward a data slate. "Edict violation. The human's declaration destabilizes succession. He must depart." Tension crackled. Irixa fidgeted, translating glances between them. Ruo Selm gripped her weapon hilt, eyes on Eli. Eli stood smoothly. Standoff. No weapons drawn yet, but one wrong move ended negotiations, and his career. Humans bridged gaps with basics. Time for that. He extended his right hand, palm up, fingers loose. Empress Violet. Lady Irixa. Chancellor. Captain. A human greeting seals trust. "May I demonstrate?" All froze.
Soren touched only kin or pledged mates. Public contact?
Scandal. Proceed. Eli stepped to Irisa first, the safest. Grip firmly. 2 shakes. Her claws met his palm tentatively. Skin to scale, cool, firm. She shook, eyes widening at the equality. "Trust," Eli said.
"No hierarchy in the clasp." Irixa exhaled, tension easing.
She turned to Heshka. "Chancellor?" Heshka recoiled.
Absurd.
Ruo Sel snorted. "Competence recognizes competence." She clasped Eli's hand next, grip crushing, efficient, disarming. Valeth watched, then rose. "Me." Eli met her eyes.
Her hand engulfed his, power-controlled, scales rasping gently. She shook once, twice.
Held a beat longer. The room shifted. Irixa smiled faintly. Even Heshka deflated, frills drooping. "Interview continues," Valeth declared. "Withdraw." Heshka bowed, seething. "As you command." They filed out. Alone again, Valeth released his hand slowly. "Your ritual." Intimate, equals the clasp. Builds bonds fast. She leaned closer, voice low, then clasped with me again. Privately, Eli's diplomat brain screamed warnings. Forbidden. but her eyes held challenge and hunger. He extended his hand. She took it. This time, no shake, just hold. Her thumb traced his knuckles. Humans negotiate love like diplomacy. I require more data. A data chime pierced the air, official summons. Valeth released him, straightening. Chancellor files formal objection. Investigation into human intent launches at dawn. Eli stood. I'll cooperate. Her smile returned, sharp. But first, answer true. Would you claim me, if customs allowed? The doors burst open. HFY stormed in, slate blazing. Radiance. The human seduces via subterfuge. Arrest him? Rusellen blocked the Chancellor, hand raised. Irixa hovered, torn. Valeth's voice thundered. No arrest. Attaché Mercer, prepare your defense. Court reconvenes at rise. Eli bowed, mind racing. One handshake, one question. And the Empire teetered. Her gaze followed him out, promising more than politics. In the corridor, Roussel fell in beside him. You impressed her. And me. Watch your back. HFY plays for the throne. Eli nodded. Simple customs. High stakes. He had to navigate this courtship like a treaty, or lose everything. But as Valeth's scent lingered on his skin, he wondered if losing was the real risk.
Roussel shoved Eli through a side door. Blaster drawn, she scanned the dim corridor.
Clear, move. Eli matched her stride. Boots echoed on polished obsidian. What's the play? Defense prep. Irixa waits.
Roussel keyed a panel. A blast door hissed open.
Inside, Lady Irica hunched over a glowing transcript slate. Her frilled crest quivered.
Eli entered. The door sealed. Status? Irixa thrust the slate forward. Your interview. Recorded verbatim. Chancellor twists one word. Unattached. Makes it claiming the throne. Succession clause triggers. Throne passes to HFY.
Eli scanned the text.
Human terms mangled. Translator botched it.
Show me the raw audio. She played it. His voice, I'm unattached. No commitments. Alien inflection warped, unattached, into a Soren vow phrase, claiming territory. Throne included. Eli tapped the slate. Rewrite starts here. Humans use stages. Casual interest. Dating. Commitment. Marriage. Irexa's eyes widened. Stages, not bonds. Negotiated, like diplomacy. Casual. Talk. Share meals. No claims. Dating. Exclusive time. Gifts optional. Commitment. Promises fidelity. Marriage. Legal. Public. Frills relaxed. Valeth needs this verbatim. Court at rise. Roussel holstered her blaster. HFY bribes linguists. Public bulletin drops soon. Scandal seeds doubt. I'll correct live. Protocol checklist. Bow. State facts.
Irixa pocketed the revised slate. Radiance tests you.
Refuse wrong. Execution. Accept wrong. War. Door chime. Roussel checked. Escort. Time. They marched to the grand chamber. Courtiers packed the tiers. HFY stood central, flanked by robed linguists. Violeth ascended her dais. Crown gems pulsed. Her gaze locked on Eli. Hunger flickered. Attaché Mercer.
Her voice boomed. Defend your intent.
Chancellor claims seduction. Throne threat. Eli bowed precise. 90 degrees, palms open.
He rose. Radiance.
Chancellor's transcript airs. I demonstrate. He activated his wrist pad. Raw audio projected. Listen. Unattached. Human term. Means available, no bonds. Lies. Soren parse. I claim first right. Succession invokes. Translator drone hummed. Eli cut it off.
Wrong. Human direct. He faced Valeth. Permit deno?
She tilted her head. Crest flared approval. Eli spoke clear. Humans negotiate relations step by step. Casual interest. Conversation. No obligation. Dating. Paired events. Test compatibility. Touched his temple, thought-sharing nod. Commitment. Verbal pact. Fidelity. Crossed arms. Barrier. Marriage contract. Witnessed. Courtiers leaned. Whispers rose. A linguist fidgeted. Valeth's eyes gleamed. Fascinating. Direct? No rituals? She rose. Extended a crystal token. Deep blue. Etched with her sigil. Court gasped. My challenge. Accept as courtship token. Prove understanding. Eli's pulse spiked. Forbidden. Protocol screamed refuse. but wrong way doomed. He stepped forward, knelt one knee. Human proposal echo, not Soren grovel. Radiance honor tempts. Human custom, tokens follow dating. Premature risks offense. I decline, with respect. Palms up, head bowed. Await your lead. Silence crashed. The Leith's frills pulsed violet pleasure. She withdrew the token. Correct. Boundaries held. Courtiers erupted approval. HFY paled. Radiance. Chancellor slammed his slate. Public bulletin circulates. Mistranslation confirmed. Human claims throne via unattached vow. Holoscreens flared. Bulletin scrolled. Attaché Mercer claims Radiance's throne. Unattached vow invokes succession. Irixa bolted upright from her dais station. Fabrication. My rewrite. HFY smirked. Your rewrite buried. Linguist confession, bribed for truth. A robed figure shuffled forward. Chancellor paid. Seated phrase. But Mercer's correction matches ancient human logs. No claim. Valeth's voice cracked like thunder. Arrest the linguist. Chancellor, your play exposed. HFY bowed stiff. Radiance misreads. Threat persists. Eli stood firm. Data proves. Human normal, humble steps. No domination. RU cell moved to HFY's flank. Blaster subtle ready. Courtiers shifted allegiance. Valeth descended. Stopped before Eli. Voice low. For him. You navigate well. Data acquired. Her hand brushed his sleeve. Deliberate. Scent bloomed. Spice and storm. Court froze. Touch taboo. HFY lunged. Seduction confirmed. Roussel celled intercepted.
Stand down. Valeth ignored.
Court adjourned. Attaché. Private negotiation. Now, guards herded courtiers out. HFY spat curses. Irica slipped Eli a new slate. Clean transcript. In antechamber, Valeth sealed the door. Roussel posted outside. Alone, you refused correctly. She circled him. Frills half furled. Intimate. Test passed. Now human. Define dating. Demonstrate. Eli swallowed. Air thickened. Shared activity. Conversation. No pressure. She offered her hand. Four-fingered. Warm. Activity. Walk my gardens. Pressure. None. Yet. He took it no shake. Hold. Her grip tested. Firm. Curious. Thumb traced his pulse. Data point. Her voice dropped. Sarin bond, instant or never. Yours? Efficient? Adaptive. Eli led toward the garden arch. Vines parted on her command. Biolume flowers glowed. Humans collaborate. Strengths mesh. She halted, pulled him close. Crest brushed his shoulder. Show strength. Kiss human greeting? Heart hammered. Forbidden. Throne teetered. Boundary test. Casual. Chic. Dating. Lips. Or laugh purred. Lips. He leaned. Brushed light. Protocol safe.
She pressed deeper.
Talons grazed his neck. Heat surged. Door chime shattered. Irix's voice. Radiance. Bulletin retraction filed. But HFY rallies houses. Boat at dusk. Violeth released. Eyes blazed.
Diplomacy accelerates.
To Eli. Claim or decline. Full. Eli's mind raced. Checklist failed. Heart led. Dating. Now. She smiled. Predator and partner. Negotiations open. Outside, Roussel waited. Impressive.
But HFY seeds assassins. One word saved the transcript.
Next. One touch topples all.
Eli nodded.
Valeth's taste lingered. Simple custom. Empire's fate. He gripped her offered arm. Escort style. Courtier stared. Whispers flew. In the hall, a shadow darted. Roussel fired. Assassin crumpled. HFY's mark. War starts, she growled. Valeth squeezed Eli's hand. Our word. Together. Eli straightened. Humans endured. Adapted. Loved like treaties. Unbreakable. But as her frills twined his sleeve, he knew. This bond reshaped stars. HFY's voice echoed from a distant calm. The transcript lies. He claims her. Watch the throne fall. One word. One touch. Dawn broke alliances. Eli Mercer sliced into the glistening fillet on his plate. The blade met resistance, too firm, laced with something unnatural. Almond tang hit his nose, sharp under the floral spices. Cyanide basic chem class flagged it. Mom's rule echoed, never eat mystery food. He glanced across the table. Empress Valitsorin's dish mirrored his. Identical. Her frills quivered in anticipation, eyes locked on him. Palace protocol demanded they eat in sync. A trust weave, Lady Erixa had called it. First bite sealed the envoy's honor. Eli's fork hovered. Courtiers leaned in, biolum orbs pulsing brighter. Chancellor HFY smirked from the head dais, talons tapping. No time for debate. Casual swap. Human habit at potlucks. Eli reached over, slid his plate toward Valith's spot. Exchange. He kept his voice light, smile easy. Earth custom. Shares the best bits. Valith's crest flared violet surprise. She tilted her head, frills, rippling. Weaves tightened through shared peril. Her talons nudged her plate his way. Switch complete. He speared a bite from hers, clean, earthy. Chewed. Nodded approval. Perfect. She mirrored him. Fork pierced the swapped fillet. Paused. Sniffed. Crest dimmed. This offends. Don't eat it. Toxin. Smells like bitter nuts. Feels gritty. Gasps, rippled. HFY's talons froze mid-tap. Bailiff dropped her fork. Plate clattered. Identify, cyanide derivative, Eli said. Block cells. Fast kill. Delivery, sauce glaze. Coats the meat. Captain Roussel surged from her post. Blaster drawn. Lockdown. Her voice boomed. Security drones whirred to life, sealing hall exits. Guards fanned out, scanning platters. Courtiers shoved back chairs. Whispers exploded into shouts. HFY rose, robes swirling. Human paranoia! He disrupts the weave! Rue ignored him, knelt by Eli's original plate. Sniffed. Grimaced. Confirmed. Human nose catches it. Hours, dulled by spices.
She keyed her comm.
Scan all high houses. Valith stood. Her presence silenced the chaos. Frills rigid. Eyes on Eli. Attaché Mercer saved the throne. She extended a talon-tipped hand. With me. Ellie took it. Firm grip. Her skin cool, scaled, humming within her heat. Guards parted. She led him through a side arch into a shadowed alcove chamber. Biolume vines cast teal glows on obsidian walls. Door sealed. Valith spun, crest blazing crimson. Truth. Unfiltered. No palace varnish. Eli met her gaze. Gold-flecked eyes bored in. Poison test. Your dish targeted. Swap, deflected it. Human trick. Mom's rule. Smell first, eat later.
She paced. Talons clicked stone.
Etiquette weave demands blind trust. You rewove it. Defied without accusation. Frills brushed his arm. Accidental? Why reveal the toxin? Truth builds alliances. Eli shrugged, lies poisoned slower. Valith halted inches away. Heat radiated. Direct, rare. Her talon traced his jaw. Light, testing. Fascination stirs. Human custom, touch means interest. His pulse jumped. Close. Too close for protocol. She leaned nearer. Breath spiced, like star anise. Kiss greeting or claim? Before he answered, the door chime pierced. Lady Erixa's voice filtered through. Radiance. Hall. Secured. Toxin traced to HFY's kitchens. He denies, rallies houses for vote. Valith pulled back. Eyes narrowed. HFY strikes first. To Eli. Stay. Witness. The door hissed open. HFY stormed in, flanked by 2 guards. Roussel trailed, blaster holstered, but ready. Radiance. This human incites violence. Lockdown on his word alone. Confinement now. Stabilize the court. Valith's frill snapped full flare. He saved me, Chancellor. Your kitchens brew death. HFY bowed low. Mock, deference. Faulty supplier.
The human swap? Aggressive.
Cultural sabotage. Envoys observe, not act. His gaze slid to Eli. Venomous. Confine him. Prevent escalation. Eli tensed. Rue shifted, hand on blaster. Erixa hovered at the threshold. Translating glances frantic. Valith stepped forward, blocked HFY's path to Eli. Proof. His plate clean. Yours. Suspect. HFY's mandibles clicked. Vote at dusk. Houses decide. Human destabilizes. He turned to leave, paused. Beware. Attaché. Your habits topple thrones.
Door sealed, Chaxis.
Valith faced Eli. He weaponizes your save. Frames as threat. Her hand found his again. Squeezed. Counter? Eli thought fast. Checklist. Evidence. Allies. Direct talk. Public test. My nose on every plate. Transparency. Her laugh purred low. Human directness. Disarms. Crest softened to indigo. Agreed, but first, talons grazed his collar. Seal our weave. Kiss. Full. Heart slammed. Protocol screamed no. Throne at stake. But her eyes held hunger. Partnership. Eli leaned in. Brushed lips soft scale against skin. She deepened it. Talons curled his neck. Heat exploded. She broke first. Frills twined his sleeve. Claim initiated. Negotiations open. Alarms blared outside.
Ruo's voice. Assassin invents.
Human scent. Trace him.
Eli pulled Valeth back. They burst into the hall. Chaos reigned. Courtiers cowered. Ruo fired ceiling bursts. Shadow dropped. Cloaked figure. HFY insignia. Eli grabbed a fallen tray. Shielded Valeth. Figure lunged. Eli sidestepped. Tripped it human style. Low sweep. Ruo stunned it cold. Valeth stared. Instinct. Mesh. HFY's comm echoed hall-wide. See?
Human violence. Throne falls to Offworlder.
Courtiers murmured. Votes swayed. Radiance. Houses convene early. HFY leads purge call. Valeth gripped Eli's arm. Escort lock. We attend. As one.
Eli nodded. Simple swap started this.
Now? Empire's edge. Her frills against his skin promised more. Humans adapted. Loved fierce. But as shadows lengthened, one truth burned. This bond defied stars. HFY's purge vote loomed. One vote. One touch. Empire hung. Rue fell in beside them. Impressive saves, human. But assassins multiply. Next move, Eli scanned the hall. Toxin traces glowed under blacklight drones. Follow the smells. Valeth's grip tightened. Our war. They strode to the dais. Courtiers parted. Whispers chased. He kissed the radiance. Weave unbreakable. HFY waited, triumphant. Vote now. Confine the threat. Valeth raised her voice. Test all. Truth over fear. Houses hesitated. Eli stepped forward. Sniffed HFY's offered platter. Clean. Then the Chancellor's private urn. Tainted. Gasps. Proof. HFY recoiled. Lies. Ruo cuffed him. Under arrest. Valeth turned to Eli. Alone on dais.
You toppled him.
Claim throne's edge? Eli met her eyes. Partner. Not conquer. Valeth's frills flared violet against Eli's wrist. She yanked him toward the dais archway. Clear the eastern promenade. Cultural exchange walk. Imperial decree.
Courtiers froze. Ruo barked orders into his comm.
Drones hummed, sweeping the path ahead. Eli matched her stride, pulse steady despite the stairs. HFY's cuffs clinked as guards dragged him off. Votes forgotten. For now, they hit the promenade under bioluminescent vines. No crowds. Valeth's guards formed a loose perimeter, eyes scanning high arches. She slowed, mandibles clicking soft. Teach me, Mercer. Human ways saved my throne today. What next? Eli scanned the route. Empty marble stretched to shadowed alcoves. Alien air hummed with faint ozone from the vines. Negotiation starts small. Trade favors. Build trust. She tilted her head, iridescent scales catching light. Elaborate. Watch.
He stopped at a vine cluster, plucked a glowing leaf.
Held it out. This leaf for your word. No council session until toxin scans clear. Valeth's eyes narrowed. She took the leaf, frills pulsing. Accepted. My word binds. She crushed it, sap staining her claws. Your turn. Reveal one human secret. Eli nodded. Simple swap. Humans shake hands to seal deals. Physical proof. He extended his palm. She mirrored it, grip firm, claws retracted, skin met scales, warmth spread, sealed.
Now larger trade.
Her voice dropped.
Council, eyes us. HFY framed you as threat.
But whispers grow. Yourself. Directness fascinates. They walked on. Eli's boot scuffed mosaic tiles depicting ancient weaves. Soren Empire's bond rituals. No games. Valeth laughed, a chime of ridges. Here games are survival. My reign balances houses. Yours tips it. She veered toward a side arch, guards trailing.
This path. Fewer eyes.
Eli tensed. No cameras gleamed here. Shadows deepened. Empress. Radiance suffices in private. She released his hand, but her frill brushed his arm. Lingering. Human custom intrigues. That kiss after the assassin. Instinct? Heat crept up Eli's neck. Competence, not conquest.
Saved your life. Humans protect pack.
Her mandibles parted. Pack, not court. Tell me courtship taboo.
Eli blinked. Direct.
Taboo? Valeth halted in a vine-draped alcove. Water trickled from a carved font masking sounds. Guards posted at the entrance. Out of earshot. Soren Empress's bond within weave. Same species. Crossweave forbidden. Destabilizes succession. Houses purge outliers.
Eli processed. Her scales shifted azure. Vulnerable hue?
Forbidden, like your throne? Precisely. She stepped closer, breath feathering his collar. But law has loopholes. Cultural attaché status. Declare you exchange asset. Temporary bond. Strict conditions. No heirs until council ratifies. Prove alliance strengthens empire. Eli's diplomat brain ticked. Loophole or trap? Trade again? My silence for details. She grinned, fangs glinting. Accepted. Conditions? Reside in palace wing. Attend me publicly. Withstand trials, poison tests, dual proxies. Survive, we weave provisional. Heart hammered, partner, he'd said. This? Empire's edge. Risky. HFY loyalists plot. Valeth's claw traced his jaw. Light. Testing.
You toppled him.
Nose for lies. Humans adapt. Her frill pressed his chest. Soft. Electric. Do we proceed? Eli held her gaze. Practical. Tactful. Teach you one more trick. Say yes, but negotiate terms first. She pulled back. Frills dancing amusement. Bold. Specify. Add guard rotation. Ruo's picks only. And Irixa vets council briefs. Done. Grip sealed it. Palm to palm. Heat built. A comm buzzed. Erix's voice cut through. Radiance. Intercepted East Gate. Blackmail slate. HFY archive. Eli's name scrubbed. Council blind. Valeth's eyes sharpened. Source. Minor house courier. Dead drop. Destroyed it. Pause. They know of the walk. Eli sniffed air. Faint chemtang lingered. Toxin residue? They're close. Valeth signaled Ruo. Captain appeared, rifle humming. Perimeter breach? Possible. She straightened, Imperial again. Escort Mercer to safe wing. Double watch. Ruo nodded to Eli. Competent nose saves necks. Follow. Eli fell in, Valeth's frill touch ghosting his skin. Loophole offered. Bond teased. But alcove shadows hid glints. Drone lenses? No cameras, she'd said. Diplomacy. Her call. They rounded a corner. Footsteps echoed behind. Too many. Ruo spun. Ambush vector. Blades flashed from vines. Assassins dropped, HFY diehards, scales marked rival houses. Eli swept low, tripping the lead. Human style. Ru stunned. Valeth's personal blade sang, severing a claw. Last one lunged at Eli. Violeth intercepted, pinning it. Yield, it hissed. Weave breaks, off-worlder taint. Eli knelt, sniffed its pouch. Cyanide vial. For her. Ruo cuffed it. Council fodder. Valeth sheathed her blade, breathing hard. Frills locked on Eli. You anticipated. Smells don't lie. He offered his hand. She took it. Seal held. Irixa rushed up. Slate clutched. Purge evidence burned. But HFY's niece rallies houses. Vote tomorrow. They demand your confinement, Mercer. Valeth's grip crushed. He stays. Asset decree issues at dawn. Courtiers gathered at promenade's end, whispers rising. Eli scanned faces. Lady Irixa nodded subtle loyal. Ruo reloaded. Solid. But one figure slipped away. Cloaked. Chemtrail faint. Valeth leaned in, voice for him alone. Tonight. Wing prepares. First trial. Private weave talk. No guards. Eli's pulse spiked. No cameras. Her path. Forbidden edge. Ruo cleared throat. Radiance. Vectors multiply. She waved him off. Human adapts. We negotiate. Eli followed her deeper into palace veins. Bond pulled taut.
Empire watched. One wrong step, stars fell.
Irixa fell back, whispering to Ruo. Eli caught fragments, loophole binds, but niece has proof. Kiss slate. Valeth halted at wing doors. Massive etched with weaves. Enter. Partner. Doors hissed open. Inner glow beckoned. No guards inside. Her domain. Eli crossed threshold. Air thickened with her scent. Spice. Power. First condition met. Claw hooked his collar. Drew him close. Teach me kiss. Properly. Lips met scales. Soft. Fierce. Human. Direct. Soren. Fire. Outside, alarms wailed faint. Houses stirred. Vote loomed. But here, negotiation burned. Loophole widened.
Throne trembled. Chancellor HFY slammed his slate on the council dais.
Emergency session, the Empress's autonomy endangers the weave.
Motion. Confine her to advisory role until succession stabilizes. Scales rippled in the vast chamber. Hollow threads pulsed overhead, broadcasting to every house. Eli Mercer stood at the gallery edge, human frame rigid among towering aliens. Valeth sat throne high, claws tapping armrests. Her gaze flicked to him, sharp, expectant. Lady Erixa leaned from her protocol perch. Mercer, protocol bars. Eli raised his hand. I request formal standing, now. HFY world.
Human? This is Surin Weavelaw? Silence your off-world tongue.
Eli stepped forward. Security drones hummed, but Captain Rua waved them back from his post. Article 17, Mutual Accord Treaty. Cultural attaches hold observer veto on proceedings impacting human interests. Your archives glossed it during ratification. HFY's frills flared purple rage hue. Lies. No such clause. Valeth's voice cut crystal. Display archives, Chancellor. Public weave. Threads shimmered. Data scrolled. Article 17 glowed. Verbatim. Counselors recoiled. Eli's checklist mind ticked. Treaty drilled in Academy Sims. Humans remembered details. Soren wove alliances on trust webs.
HFY recovered fast. Irrelevant technicality.
The Empress consorts with this. Destabilizer. Proof. Banquet slates show intimate contact. Forbidden. Her reign phrased the Empire. Anissa's projection bloomed, grainy hollow of Eli and Valeth, lips meeting in the promenade shadows. Gasps rippled. Purge the human, confine radiance. Eli's jaw tightened. That kiss? Her claw on his collar. Spice scent thick, not destabilizing. Negotiation. But optics burned. Valeth rose, robe swirling like starfire. You weaponize a human custom as treason? Challenge accepted. Public logic test. Argue your motions weave without contradiction. Begin, Chancellor. HFY sneered. Motion weave stability. Empress's whims, kissing off-worlders, unravel houses. Confinement preserves her until worthy successor claims throne.
Successor?
Valeth circled the dais, tail lashing. Name them. Your niece? Hesitation. Houses will select. Contradiction 1. You restrict my autonomy yet defer to houses you don't control. Weave your own plot. Counselor shifted. Lady Erixa whispered to Rue, slate glowing.
HFY pressed.
Custom demands purity. Human lips defile Soren bloodline. Eli interjected, standing granted. Custom? That's a handshake equivalent. Casual greeting. Your banquet slates caught a hello. Lies. A minister lunged forward, House Vex. Intimate weave bond. Scans show chemtrails. Valeth laughed, low thunder. Contradiction 2. You claim defilement, yet demand I argue purity while your ally waves false scans. Chancellor, defend.
HFY sweated chem glands. Scans. Verified.
Human poisons loyalty. Captain Ruo moved then. Boots echoed on polished stone. He tapped his gauntlet. Verified? Produce evidence, Minister Vex. The minister paled, classified. Ruo's drones deployed. Hollow feed bloomed. Banquet undercroft. Vex's own claws dosing Eli's cup with neurotoxin. Assassination vector. Clear as plasma. Arrest. Ruo's guards swarmed. Vex thrashed, shackles snapping. Chaos boiled. HFY's niece shrieked from her dais link.
Fabrication. The human bewitches. Valeth silenced her with a claw snap.
Trial weave binds. Vote suspended. Logic test failed. Eli watched HFY crumple frills limp. Victory edged close, but eyes bored into him. Rival houses plotting deeper. Valeth's gaze met his.
Heat lingered from last night's wing. Her lesson. Lips fierce. Scales yielding under human pressure.
She'd whispered mid-kiss. Your directness unweaves me. Now counsel caged her still. Motion lingered, half-buried but venomous. HFY rallied.
Radiance, yield to confinement for Empire.
She leaned forward. Eli raised his voice. Counsel, the microphone. My turn. Silence crashed. All threads locked on him. Valeth's tail flicked. Approval?
Challenge?
He gripped the gallery rail. Human treaty clause opened doors. Now customs would pry them wide. Article 17 isn't observer only. It mandates cultural exchange protocols. Full disclosure. HFY bolted up. Exchange. With a kiss thief? With truth. Eli pulled his slate. Human courtship. Direct negotiation. No veils. Empress tests me. I answer. Publicly. Valeth's eyes widened fraction. Soren fascination sparked. Counselors leaned in, scales shimmering curiosity. Lady Erixa signaled frantic, abort. Ruo scanned rooms, pistol loose. Eli pressed. First, banquet kiss was protocol seal. Human envoys bond allies this way. Second, poisons prove your destabilization, not mine. Projections flared, his own logs, chemanalysis matching Vex's toxin. Houses murmured approval. HFY countered. Courtship? Forbidden.
She binds to lesser species.
Lesser?
Eli stepped to dais edge. Rue flanked him. Humans adapt. You weave empires. We negotiate stars. Collaboration strengthens. Valeth stood beside him now, claw brushing his sleeve. Electric. He speaks weave truth. Challenge my partner. Challenge me.
Niece howled via hollow. Purge the bond. Votes flickered. Split.
HFY slammed again. Confinement now. Drone's word. Guards hesitated. Eli felt her heat. Last night replayed. Door barred, her body arching into his kiss. Teach properly, she'd growled. Tongues met, human bold, Soren fire coiling. Hands explored scales, soft underridges. She'd gasped, claws scoring his backlight. Directness undoes courts.
Now that undoing faced council fire.
Captain Rue barked, secure chamber.
Vectors inbound. Alarms pulse.
Cloaked figures breached gallery. HFY's houses. Valeth drew her scepter blade. Defend the weave. Eli dodged a chemdart slate shielding. He countered with academy grapple. Human leverage flipped the assassin. Ruo nodded respect, plasma bolt dropping another. Chaos reigned, counselors fled or fought. HFY vanished in the scrum. Valeth slashed free path to Eli. Partner flank left. He did. Together, they pinned the niece's proxy. Her hollow winked out. Guards restored order. Bodies slumped. Votes voided. But HFY escaped. Whispers spread. Deeper plots. Valeth pulled Ellie aside. Chamber emptying. Kiss saved me. Her claw traced his jaw. Public eyes lingered. Eli grinned. Negotiation continues? Privately. She let him out. Erixa trailed slate frantic. Ruo covered rear. Palace veins twisted toward her wing. Alarms faded, but empire trembled. Rival niece rallied shadows. One kiss sparked war, or union. Doors hissed ahead. Her scent thickened. Second lesson awaits. Eli's pulse raced. Bond tightened. Stars hung on their next move. HFY's voice boomed from every chamber screen. The human seducer twists our Empress's words. Doctored transcript proves it. Eli Mercer demands her throne through fleshly deceit. Eli froze mid-step in Valeth's private wing. Hollow feeds flickered to life unbidden, palace-wide. The doctored clip played, his own voice warped. Yield power to me, Valeth. Our union claims the stars. Her reply sliced wrong. Moans edited into submission. Valeth's claws flexed on his arm. That worm twists our negotiation. Erixa burst through the doors. Slate clutched like a shield. Feeds everywhere, Majesty. HFY claims cultural sabotage. Council reconvenes in 10. Your niece amplifies it. Human venom in royal veins. Captain Ruo sealed the entrance. Pistol drawn. Perimeter locked. But whispers spread. Vectors multiply. Eli pulled his slate from his vest. Practical steps first. He sanked it to the palace net. Full recordings here. Unedited. From the alcove. His fingers flew. Upload initiated. Valeth's golden eyes locked on him.
Show them your directness.
Exposed the lie. Alarms hadn't fully silenced from the gallery fight. Now this. Eli nodded, pulse steady. Diplomat's checklist. Verify, counter, pivot. Council chamber filled fast. HFY stood at the dais, his scaled robes impeccable. The transcript reveals Mercer's plot. Human kisses mask conquest. Execute the envoy. Secure succession. Murmurs rippled. Valeth's niece, Lady Thrin, nodded from shadows. HFY's puppet. Eli stepped forward. Ruo flanked him. A wall of muscle. Irixa whispered translations to wavering counselors. Play the full record, Eli said. His voice cut clean, no accent mangling Soren phonemes. He drilled them mightily.
HFY sneered. Imperial censors cleared my version.
Eli triggered the hollow. True audio swelled. Their alcove words, raw.
Teach properly, Valeth had growled. His bold reply. Tongues meeting. Gasps. This directness undoes courts. Counselors leaned in. Eli paused it. Now, live demo. He switched slates to dual script mode. Pointed. Saran high tongue. Yaratkesh veil. Teach properly. HFY's edit flipped teach to yield. Human English underneath. Clear. No conquest. He read both aloud. Slow. Saran syllables rolled perfect from human throat. Gasps echoed. A counselor blinked.
He parses our weave without aid.
Valeth's lips curved. Pride flashed in her gaze.
HFY flushed ridges purple.
Human tongues lie by nature.
Eli held up the slate.
Timestamps match. Palace logs verify. Your censor-forged metadata. Ruo growled low. Arrest vectors on HFY. Now. Guards shifted. Thrin paled. Violeth rose. Her scepter blade gleamed. Enough. This court mistakes passion for plot. She circled to Eli. Public. Took his hand. Humans court direct. No veils. Today we adapt. Council held breath. I declare new protocol. Courtship equal for all. Rulers, citizens, declare bonds openly. No forbidden weaves. Consent seals it. Her claw traced Eli's jaw. Ours begins now. She pulled him close, kissed him full, scales to skin. Tongues met again. Bold, counselors stared. Some averted eyes. Others whispered awe.
HFY spotted.
Madness. This topples. Plasma cracked. Cloaked figures dropped from vents. Thrin's assassins. HFY's shadows. Chemdarts hissed. Down. Eli yelled.
He tackled Valeth behind the dais. Human Academy training kicked in. Low profile, move fast.
Ruo fired, dropping one. Breach. Flank right. Irixa dove for cover. Slate sparking hit. To the conduits. Eli scanned. Palace maps in his head. Diplomat briefings. No. Service ducts. Human style. Evacuate horizontal, not up. Exposed wiring and vents too narrow for Soren bulk. Too small, Valeth hissed. For them. Not us. He boosted her in first, her lithe frame sliding. Scales scraped, but she vanished. Eli followed, pulling grate shut. Assassins pounded panels, blaster fire scorched metal. Ducts twisted tight. Eli led, knees scraping. Left at junction. Security blind spot. Valeth's breath rasped behind. Your kind crawls like vermin, like survivors. He punched a code, human override from attaché access. Hatch popped to sublevels. They spilled into dim maintenance. Ruo's voice crackled Eli's calm. Majesty? Vectors cleared chamber.
HFY fled with Thrin.
Regroup at East Wing, Valeth ordered. She gripped Eli's shoulder. Claws pricked, not breaking skin. Your route saved us. Eli wiped sweat. Standard evac. Low and fast. Alarms wailed anew. Feeds still blared the kiss. Now looping with attack footage. Empire watched. Irixa rendezvoused, bruised but intact. Protocol passes by emergency vote, but HFY rallies exiles. Human witchery chants rise. Valeth straightened robes.
Let them.
Eli met her eyes.
Directness met fire.
Negotiation holds. Her tail coiled his leg. Deeper terms.
Privately. Ruo scouted ahead. Doors hissed to her secure vault, but a new ping hit Eli's slate. Intercepted message. Thrin to HFY. Kiss confirmed. Strike the Union at dawn. One law. One kiss. War brewed. Valeth pulled him through. Second lesson, now. Eli's hand found her scales. Pulse thrummed. Empire's fate tangled in touch. But dawn loomed. Blades waited. Council reconvened at midnight. HFY had vanished into palace undergrid, but his niece, Thrin, seized the dais. The Empress defiles the weave. Human lips poison rule. Valeth entered, flanked by Ruo. Eli at her side, slate ready. No hiding now. Irixa distributed full transcripts. Verified. No deceit. Thrin waved a fresh hollow. Assassin strike footage edited. Eli leading Valeth into ducts. Like capture. Lies stacked. Eli countered fast. Check vectors. My access logs. Standard protocol. Saved her from your blades. Counselors murmured. A elder nodded. Human competence. Noted. Valeth spoke. Protocol stands. Challenge it formally, or yield. Thrin sneered. I challenge. Dual proxy.
Ruo stepped up.
My blade for hers. Blades clashed in the ring. Thrin's champion fell, gutted. Cheers erupted. Votes locked. Protocol law. But Eli caught the whisper. HFY's agent in the crowd. Not over. Back in wing. Valeth shed robes. Scales gleamed under low lights. Your humility disarms. Humans?
Extraordinary. Eli traced a ridge.
Just practical. Claws pulled him down. Lips met. Tongues explored. Direct. Undoing. Soren fire met human bold. Gasps filled air. Doors sealed. But slates pinged. Exile fleets mobilized. Bond tightened. Stars trembled. Deeper. They tangled on silks. Her tail wrapped his thigh. This custom binds tighter than oaths. Eli's hands mapped scales. Eli's hands mapped the ridges of her scales, firm yet yielding under his fingers. Valeth's tail tightened around his thigh, pulling him closer amid the silks. Bind with me, Eli Mercer, she murmured, breath hot against his neck. Under the new protocol, human custom-made law, a clear yes or no. Her golden eyes locked on his, unblinking. No court masks here, just the Empress. Scales flushed deeper indigo from their heat. Eli paused, heart steady despite the fire in his veins. He lifted his head, meeting her gaze. Practical first. Always.
Yes, he said, with conditions.
Her claws flexed against his back. Not pain, promise. Name them. Consent safeguards. Either revokes the bond anytime, no repercussions. Transparency clauses for the court. No secrets breeding plots. Valeth propped on an elbow, tail uncoiling slow. She traced his jaw with a talon tip. Diplomacy doesn't stop at silk sheets. He grinned, light. Keeps us both safe. She laughed low and resonant, vibrating through him. Human directness. It undoes empires. Agreed. Slate it now. Eli reached for his device on the side table. Fingers flew across the hollow interface. Clauses locked in. Mutual revocation. Full audit trails. Court broadcasts optional but open. He pushed it to her for sign. Valeth scanned, nodded sharp. Dual thumbs pressed the seal. A chime echoed. Binding complete. Her tail snapped back around him, triumphant. Now human. Seal it your way. Lips crashed. Tongues dueled, her forked one teasing new edges. Scales slid against skin. Electric. He mapped lower, hands bold. Gasps mingled. Her claws raked light trails down his chest. Heat peaked, bodies arching in sync. Stars blurred beyond the viewport as release hit. Raw shared. They stilled, breaths sinking, her head on his shoulder. This stabilizes. Slates pinged again. Urgent red. Eli grabbed his first. Exile fleets. HFY's shadow move. Mobilizing at system edge.
Valeth sat up, scales rippling. He forces my hand.
Eli dressed fast, boots snapping on. Council chamber. Now, she nodded, robes flowing back over her form. They strode out, Ruo falling in silent behind, no words needed. Council hall buzzed. HFY stood at the dais. Holographic fleets projected large. Empress. The human bond destabilizes. Exile armada en route, proof of weakness. I invoke emergency clause. Counselors shifted, eyes darting. Thrin's allies nodded fervent. Valeth ascended the throne dais, Eli at her flank. Slate out. Public now. Irissa activated the holo broadcast. Clauses scrolled. Consent, locks, transparency full. Cheers rippled low. HFY sneered.
Tricks. Human poison.
Arrest him, treason vectors. Captain Rowe stepped forward, plasma blade humming active. No. Logs clear. Your agents planted the duct blades. Transcripts verified. HFY paled under frills. Lies, Ruo signaled. Imperial guards surged from alcoves. Chancellor HFY, Lady Thrin's proxy, arrested for conspiracy. Assassination plots logged. Diverted by my command. Lawful intercept. Guards clamped cuffs, energy fields humming. HFY thrashed.
You'll fall. The weave demands purity.
Rue's voice cut steel. Weave bends to verified truth. Protocol. Take them.
Counselors erupted in approval.
Votes flashed green. Unanimous. HFY dragged out, snarling. Valeth raised a hand. Silence fell. Stability returns. Human alliance proves it. Cultural exchange accord. Formalize it. Erixa distributed copies. Eli spoke clear. Human protocols integrated. Direct consent. Open logs. In return, Sarin navigation tech shared. Joint fleets. No more misunderstandings weaponized. Eli followed. Hollow seal bloomed empire-wide. Feeds lit. Alliance forged. Council bowed. Ruo saluted crisp. Secure. Back in private wing, doors sealed. Valeth shed robes again. Scales aglow. You changed it all. Conditions that saved a throne. Eli pulled her close. Teamwork. Your smarts, my checklists. Tail wrapped firm. Lips met softer now. More bindings? He nodded, hands resuming their map. Deeper ones. Her laugh vibrated. Slate pinged, fleet stalking, alliance fleets forming. But her claws tugged him down. Empire secure. Theirs just beginning. Outside, stars aligned new. Whispers spread. Human custom remade rule. But in the silks, Eli felt her pulse quicken under his touch. A final ping. HFY's confession broadcast. Plots crushed, Valeth whispered. Ask me something forbidden. Ellie grinned. Everything? Her eyes sparked. Prove it. Heat reignited. Tail coiled. Empire watched. But this, theirs alone. Until the next crisis pinged.